y'all, welcome back to the channel, the Dray Connect. If you're new here, I'm Hope Allen, and I love breaking down the world of supply chain and logistics and trucking into simple, relatable terms. So today we're talking about something that keeps the entire supply chain moving, but doesn't always get the attention it deserves: intermodal drayage. If you've ever wondered how do products make their way from massive ships across the world to your local store shelves, or what's happening when you see a truck hauling and shipping a container, this is the video for you. And I hope to answer all of your questions and concerns when it comes to finding out just what intermodal drayage is. We're going to cover what drayage is, how it works, why it's an essential piece of the puzzle for anyone thinking about entering logistics and trucking. So stick with me. I promise you this video is going to be good, and let's go ahead and get started. So let's keep it simple. Intermodal drayage is the short distance transport of shipping containers, usually the first or the last leg of the journey. Think of it like a relay race, right? Containers move from one mode of transportation, like a ship, train, or truck, to another. Drayage is the handoff that keeps everything moving smoothly. Without drayage, we would have some major challenges in supply chain, which we'll talk about. And here's the cool part. With intermodal drayage, we're working with standardized metal containers, those huge boxes you see at the ports or on highways. These containers are designed to switch between ships, trains, and trucks without having to unpack or repack anything. So let's break it down with some simple examples. Number one, picture this. A container arrives at a port by ship from overseas. Number two, it's unloaded onto a drayage truck at the port and then onto the rail. Number three, the truck arrives a short distance, usually at a rail yard, where the container is transferred to a train for a longer journey across the country, which is considered inland transport. Number four, when the train reaches its destination, another drayage truck picks up the container and delivers it to the final location, maybe a warehouse or a DC, or commonly known as a distribution center. So if you've ever heard the terms first mile or last mile in logistics, drayage is exactly that. It's the link that connects everything together. Let's take a closer look at the steps involved in drayage so you can really truly understand how it works. Number one, a container is picked up. A drayage truck picks up a container from a port or a rail yard or a terminal. Number two, it's transported. The truck hauls the container a short distance, usually within 50 miles or so. Number three, delivery. The container is dropped off at its next stop. This could be a warehouse, another rail yard, or even a customer's facility. What makes drayage unique is that we use specialized equipment and skills. Trucks typically use a chassis to transport containers. It's basically a special trailer designed to hold these massive boxes. Drivers have to be precise with their timing because ports and rail yards also work on strict schedules. So if there are any delays, companies can get hit with fees called demurrage charges for holding containers too long. This is a fast-paced, high-stakes job, but it's incredibly rewarding when everything runs smoothly. So, of course, like any part of logistics, drayage has its challenges. So let's talk about a few of the challenges that you can expect when you come into drayage. Number one, port congestion. Big ports like Los Angeles, Savannah, or New York can get backed up fast, especially during peak season. When that happens, trucks might sit in long lines just to pick up a container. Number two, driver shortages. There's a huge demand for skilled drivers who know how to navigate these short trips under tight deadlines. Number three, regulations. Drayage operators have to follow strict rules for emissions, safety, and equipment standards, which can be tough to manage. But here's the thing. Drayage is absolutely critical to the supply chain to keep us moving, right? So without drayage, containers would pile up at the ports and rail yards, right? Goods wouldn't make it to the stores or the warehouses on time, and global trade would literally come to a grinding halt. Now, we've seen this happen during the pandemic, right? Drayage is the backbone of intermodal logistics. It's the piece that keeps the whole system connected and efficient. So if you're considering drays, I hope that I have touched some really big points there for you. That was a quick dive into what intermodal drayage is and how it works. If you're thinking about getting into this business, now's the time. There's so much opportunity in drayage because it's an essential part of the supply chain. If you have any additional questions or you want to learn more, drop them in the comments below. I love to help you out. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, the Dray Connect, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future content. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video where we'll talk about even more ways to succeed in logistics and trucking. Thank you so much. Have a great day.